Now, off camera, another few things I didn't get in the last video. I'm gonna see if I can't tape these two videos back together. Another thing I did is I had to put a spring on here to take some of the play out of here, which I'm happy to report the carburetor seems to be running okay, no problems there. Took the tank off and cleaned all the gas out and put that back on with a new filter and got a Tecumseh gas cap because it fits these nice. I don't need a gas gauge, I just take the cap off to see where it's at. Change the oil, which the drain plug is up underneath. Another thing I had to do is I had to rewire these with connectors because they were mixed up. And I ran a continuity test on the stator and I'm getting continuity from one to the other. So and I'm not getting any continuity to ground, so I'm thinking the stator is good. I haven't run a voltage test on it yet. The amp meter isn't saying it's charging, but it's just a reader tractor. I'll worry about it later. And also put a new wire here and put an insulated heat shrink on that so it can't short on those as easily. And just stuck the carburetor on, primed it all up. All I did when I went to start it was just crank it over and choke the intake by hand before I stuck the air filter on. Wasn't all that difficult. Fired up with no problems, didn't have to make a whole lot of adjustments on it. I believe the needle is 2 turns out here and 1.5, or 2 for the low speed. But usually you just go by ear. These aren't as finicky as some carburetors. So we got 2 adjustments here. We have a threaded rod, which will adjust this left and right to the tractor. And this lever here for the hydrostatic is what goes left and right. So we have a jam nut here, which I can loosen up right here. Now this jam nut in here can rotate in or out, and then there's also adjustment here to adjust the forward, and there's a slot on that one to move that, to keep that in neutral. So what we want is to get full travel here, because it doesn't go all the way yet. So in order to get that full travel, we gotta loosen up this nut here. Which I need to get 2 hands on it, so hang on. Okay, what we want to do is we want this all the way at the end of its travel down here in the slot. We want this all the way forward in gear, and then we can tighten down this nut here. Okay, then we'll use this nut here to adjust for neutral. Okay, so hang on. Okay, just so you can see that movement once again. That's all the way. Bottomed out in the travel on that slot. Okay, I made sure this went all the way forward so there's no binding anywhere, and you can tighten down that nut. Now when we bring this back to neutral, we're going to use this nut over here to adjust this rod left and right to get this into neutral. They do give you a line right here and over here to line up for neutral. But I'm out with plenty of wiggle room out here, so if it goes anywhere, it's not going to run away from me. So I'm going to fire her up and see if she's going to move, which I know it's going to move. It's just a matter of how fast. Okay. We need to go forward with it. About that far out, about 1/4 inch. So if we look at which direction this goes when I put it back to neutral, it's going back, it's going to the right. So we gotta unthread this nut to push everything that direction for neutral. See, this would be right here. That was where neutral was at. As for it sitting still, that's actually hair and drive. And that's where it would start coasting backwards because it's too far this way. See, a little bit that way. So we want to move it that way. And we do that by moving this nut. Okay, so let me adjust that and we'll go a little at a time and see what we get. Hang on. Okay, here goes attempt number 2. Okay, we're getting better. We're still getting there a little bit at a time. Still got some more adjusting to do. Let's go for another one. Okay, here we go again. Oh, now we're going too far the other direction. So we gotta turn it back in. Maybe the third time will be the charm. I think we got it now. I can move the lever. Maybe a hair bit too far one direction. Yeah, it's wanting to creep just ever so slightly backwards in the reverse section. So we'll go back in another 1/6 of a turn. Hang on. Okay, let's see if it all worked out. And she's not moving anymore. Oh no! Still going backwards. Not much though. So I gotta turn that out. I went the wrong way. About 2/3. Yeah, I went the wrong way with it, so it's moving a little bit faster now. A little bit finicky, but just as a recap, this adjusts the full drive travel. So that's at the bottom of that slot. Okay, this you could use this to adjust your neutral, but it's gonna be a pain in the butt. This is your fine-tunement for your neutral because it'll move this rod left and right. Okay, so let me make a few more adjustments on there until we get it right, and we'll take her out for a test run. Hang on. I think we got it right this time. So slight. I mean, that's all there is in it, but still moving a little bit. I want to try and fine-tune that. So it's still going to reverse. Boy, it's a nail biter getting that just right, because I'm going about 1/6 of a turn on these threads, and it makes all that difference. So hang on. Okay, she's all happy now. You just gotta go 1/6 of a turn in or out with that. Well, I found if it's going in reverse, you unthread this nut, and if it's going forward, you thread it in. So you're going out that way in reverse and that way in forward if you're trying to adjust that. Now I can move this back and forth. No more creep. Now let's see what she can do. I can't get you guys set up on the table here to get a view of trying to get a wheelie here, which I don't suggest doing because you could break something, but where's the fun in not breaking something? How's that look? Does that look comfortable? Ain't gonna work. Oh man, that thing's a ball. No wonder these things are hard to find. Anyway, if you like the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, and have a good day. Bye.